Good evening. I'm back in my sewing room. I'm loving it. Having fun in here today. Okay, you guys. So, um, welcome back to another episode of Bristol Blue. My name is Amy. I don't know if I've ever even told you all that before. Maybe I have. So, anyway, I wanted to share a quilt along with you that's going to be starting in January. I got an email and I'm going to share my screen with you. Fat Quarter Shop. And they are announcing the Vintage Christmas Quilt Along with Lori Holt. The Vintage Christmas. You do need the Vintage Christmas book for this to make all of the fabulous blocks in here. So it looks like it's going to start in January and go through December. They want you to, and I got a little links below to the blog. Come back on December 26th, she says, and there'll be more information about this quilt along for 2025. There's going to be 42 6-inch blocks, and it's 66.5 by 74.5 inches wide or long. So it's a nice size quilt. It's a little sampler quilt. You can click the links in the blog to take you to the kits and the backing set and the fabrics. They're using Hometown Holiday for this particular quilt. You can use any fabric though you want to, because you can purchase the pattern separately in the book. So here's a little some of the fabrics that are in it. This is what I'm using for the Hometown Holiday sampler that I'm working on right now. I think the border is so cute. These little ribbon corners, so cute. So save the date. It says to come back on December 26th for the full schedule. So if that's something you're interested in, please make note of this. Save a link to the blog and then you can follow up on December 26th if you want more information about this and get your hands on that book. There's a link right here where you can actually get the book too. So, all right, look at that. It is so cute. It is so cute. Hello, Misty and Alicia. Oh, you guys, if you're a Lori Holt fans, this one here is a good one for you. It's all piecing, no applique. And her books are so easy to follow. I don't think I have this one. I've got Farm Girl something or other and Spelling Bee, but I don't have this one. All right, so let's get here. So I've got my design wall up, and what do I have on here? Because we have a new assignment for, all of a sudden the name escaped me, Little Pink Homestead. This is the quilt. It's an 18-month program that started on September 3rd. And every 2 weeks on Tuesdays, we get a new assignment. And so I'm going to share with you what that new assignment is. But this is the quilt. I am doing it all in my scraps. I am pulling from Cafe and Tula. Let's see. I've got Joann fabrics. I've got Walmart fabrics. I'm just using all brights and stripes and big florals and small florals. Hello, Denise. And so these are my little burn chicks. So yeah, this is it's either Walmart or Joann's. The heads are Kate's. There was a little circle fabrics. I cut out different circles, colored circles for each one. This is Tula Pink. This here is also from, I believe though, this one I got from Fat Quarter Shop. But I'm using all kinds of brights and stripes and polka dots and all kinds of different fabric designers and whatnot. So this is what is actually finished. So of the assignments we've had, these, I forget what this was called. They were called the Shoot a Duck chicken coops. These 4 blocks are the only ones that have fully completed project assignment. The barn chicks, I've got 4 of those done, and I need 2 more because we needed 6. And this was a foundation paper piece project, and this piece here, for some reason, got cut short. So I got to remake the head section for these barn chicks, and then put the little bottom strips on, and then finish putting the heads on these gals. So then that 2-week assignment will be done, but I haven't done it yet. I haven't done it yet. This is done. Yeah, this was the first assignment. These hearts, these were done. I finished those. So I've got 2 full assignments completed. I still have like some that are not fully completed. So of the Dresdens, I had to have 8 of them, and I've got 4 completed. The other 4 still need to put the little centers on, and I fussy cut these out of a J. Wicker Frisch fabric. So I still have to put the centers on these. And that's a green one, and a pink one, or pink and purple, and a purple and green. These are all Tulas, I think. And this peach and blue. So I still have to put those on. I don't know what's keeping me from getting it done, but I think when I sit down to work on this next assignment, I've got to get caught up first before I can move on. So I got to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to get left behind. I'm going to get left behind, y'all. And I don't want to get left behind. So we've had 5 assignments, and we got assignment number 6 coming up. All right, that came out today. So the other assignment they've had was the last one 2 weeks ago is the trees. I'm going to make 4 of these trees. I only had to make 4, and they're super big pieces. And I finally did all the cutting today. But these are the 3 that I chose for my trees. And then I've got, so that's Cafe. And then I've got like I don't even know whose solid that is. And then this Tula dot. Hi, Gemini. Gemini June. Hello again. He was getting hot cocoa. I love J. Wicker Frisch. I know I have tons of coffee chalk fabric. I bought loads of it. And then I found a brown in a Primitive Gatherings, and I just cut up one charm square to make all the trunks for these trees. So I've got all the pieces cut out to make those trees. So that's all good to go. But today's assignment for the next 2 weeks is to make 8 Ohio stars. These little stars. So I get to pick out some more bright and wonderful fabrics, and I need to make 8 of these. And these are called the Northern Lights. And there's 2 that go on either side of 6. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 6 of the barn chicks. They go on the top and bottom of the quilt. So we got 6 barn chicks down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I make enough? I think so. And then there's 2 stars on either side of them. So I'm really loving this quilt. I'm really liking this a lot. This is fun. This has been total fun, and I can't wait to be able to spend some time, quality time working on this, but I get to make these 8 stars. I'm going to try to fit them up in the same color scheme, but I don't know. I might just go with whatever strikes me. I kind of open up I have these bins of fabric that is Tula and Cafe, and then I pull from my stash. So I get to go through all my fabrics over and over and over again, and I just love it. I think it's so much fun. So that is the assignment for the next 2 weeks. So I am going to put this up on a little bit of higher priority. I don't know. I'll get to it. I will get to it. So then the next one, Laundry Basket Quilts, has come out with her next block, which is block number 46. And that is this one. I need 1 dark, 2 mediums, and 4 lights for this one. So let's do some choices here. Let me grab a board. And start picking out some fabrics. So I will start with my dark. And that is these little points over here. So I could use this. I have that same fabric that she has there. But I think I want to go back to something I used early on in the beginning. Now let me check and see how much of it I need. So, okay, I don't need a whole lot. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with this fabric right here for my dark. And then I have 2 mediums, this one and this one. So what is going to go with that? Hold on. I have to remind myself of something. I used a polka dot in the last one, and wasn't it this one? Because my eye went right to that. Let me pull it out here. What did I use in the last block? Yes, I did use that one. I used this one and I used this one. So we won't use that again. So let's put those aside. Let's put this aside because I used that and I used that and I used that. Okay, how about let's set that aside. Does that go together? Or do I change out that dark and do this? Okay, so let's see here. I stick with that. This came with the line, so I could do that as one of the lights, like in the corners. I think I'll do those 2 together in the corner. So now I need something for here. Medium. Oh, we're getting down on the low side of some fabrics here, guys. And For mediums, what do I got? Well, that one. I don't like the way that looks. Doesn't quite do it for me. I don't like that either. How big a piece do I need for these? Okay, so I need 2 squares, 2 1/4 inches. I could get it out of a charm square. And this is going to be for the center. So maybe, how about this? I put that on the outside and this in the center. And then I need some lights. Put that light. Little polka dots to go in these areas. That's too busy. I was looking for a light with a blue print on it. That one. Yay, Colton on. Cheryl. Yay, live show. Let's see here. And then there is this little floral in the center, which I think I could just use this in Fussy Cut. It's a tan. So that would go in the center. Okay. That's kind of not the right blue. This is more of an aqua. Oh, let's see here. There is something I'm specifically looking for. Here we go. Here we go. How about these little baskets? For the center. I don't know which way to do this. So, as the centerpiece, so then this is the big triangle. This is this section. These two are for this section. And then we have just these. There's 2 other colors. Like the corners are all is a flat color, which I had been using this one for. That just seems like there's just so many colors in there. So maybe I'll just do this. To go with the half square triangles all the way around the outside, and then this on the inside. Okay, I think I'll start there and I'll let you know how that turns out. So if yeah, I'm going to stick with that. I'll stick with this scheme and see how it comes along. But we'll start with that. That sounds like a total plan for me. Okay, so let's get these back in the basket. Ooh, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. All right. So get that set aside so I can work on that. Probably be sewing it up on Monday next week in time for Tuesday's next assignment. So I'll set that aside. What I want to share with you is that I received in the mail today the next month of the dragon fruit block of the month with Fat Quarter Shop. And this started last month and goes for, I forget how long this goes for. 9 months. And so my first assignment was I was supposed to make 20 of these, 4 of this version and 4 of 3 other versions of the, let's see. I used the log cabin for 1, 2, and we're using foundation paper piecing, and then 1 uses courthouse. And that is, this was last month's assignment, and I only have 2 of these done, and I need to make 4 of everything. So I've got a lot of catching up to do because this assignment just arrived today. And we got all of the pads and the pattern book in the first shipment. So we have everything you need to make your blocks, except for the fabric, which comes every month. So I've got a book of 6-inch papers. I've got a book of 3x6-inch flying geese papers and a book of 12-inch foundation papers. Right now, we're only making 4-inch ones out of this book. So it's all foundation paper pieced. So I've got an array of things here to do. So in month 2's fabric, I've got 2 of the same ones I had last month, 3. Did I get this one? No, I got the darker one. So I got the lighter of this one. I've got this fabric, which I had gotten last month. I also have this fabric, which I had gotten last month. And some more background, which is the same as what from last month. And this is new this month, this one right here. So I've got all the fabrics needed to make month 2. And I need to make the economy blocks, the 4-inch paper economy blocks, which are in the back of the paper pad. So I need to make 4 of each of those in different colorways. So I am pretty excited to get going again on this. It's one of those where and I can't, like, at the beginning stages, you can't really do chain piecing. You have to lift up your foot and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know. It's not a chain piecer one. It's one, and I've only got the pieces cut for the one block that I need to make 4 times. So I still have all the cutting to do for the other blocks. So I've got to try to figure out when I'm going to get this into my schedule too. So I was wondering if maybe I don't know. I have to rethink my whole process on that. But I have new assignments for this one here is for the month. I have that one, the Ohio Star Blocks I have 2 weeks to get those done, and the Laundry Basket Quilts block I have until next Tuesday, because that one comes out on Tuesdays every week. So Misty hasn't used foundation paper before. Is it difficult? Well, it depends on how your brain works. You sew everything upside down and backwards. So if you can't, I mean, once you get into a flow, it's super simple. And the biggest pro of learning how to do foundation paper piecing is that your blocks will be exact. There's absolute perfection in that, as long as you can sew a straight line. So yeah, you work on everything upside down and backwards to me. So, but I would definitely try. There's a whole bunch of freebies out there, really cute little patterns. Just Google them and give it a shot and give it a try. There's a whole bunch of YouTube videos out there on how to do it. I like foundation paper piecing, and I have done some super complicated ones. And that just reminds me of I've got to show you this because I am completely fascinated with this young lady. Right, you had to try stop, right, because it's a mess until you trim it all up. And it's, oh my God, it's amazing. It is so much fun. It's like a surprise around every corner. So I've got to look something up here, you guys, because I have got to share this with you since we're talking about foundation paper piecing. I've got to go look it up. I saved a picture. So I want to show you this Instagram page. Oh, did I save it? Oh, shoot. Maybe I didn't. I'm looking in my saved. No, I didn't save it. Oh, dang it all. Shoot. Misty, you have to give it a try. Because I was terrified at first. But once I did it, you're hooked. It's like, and you never forget how to do it. And there's so many different ways to do it. I've done it with freezer paper, and I've sewed on regular paper. These are actual like foundation papers. These are really simple ones, like the economy blocks and corduroy steps and log cabins. These are super simple ones, very super simple. Fat Quarter Shop has fabulous tutorials how to do it. Other people have mini tutorials because everybody does it differently or has a tendency to do it a little differently. But yeah, I highly suggest you at least try it. And if I find that young lady so she's a foundation paper piecer, she's a designer, and I was scrolling through Instagram and found she designs like people, and she had like Anne Boleyn. So she was doing like Henry VIII's wives. And they were so cool. I don't know if you've ever seen them before, but yeah, there's tons of them out on Etsy. Yes, exactly. Yeah, definitely look for an easy pattern. Like the economy block, super simple. Super simple. That would be the first one. I mean, there's only like 4 pieces that 4 seams you have to sew, and that's it. You've seen her. She made one of her son. Yeah. And then there's another lady who does like, she did Martin Luther King. And yeah, there's some amazing, amazing foundation paper piecing projects out there because you can do pictures, you could do landscapes and things you could never do in piecing. But I guess there are some piecing patterns for, oh, I remember now where I saw this. Okay, hold on. I can go find it now. I know where it is. I know where I found it. All right. I've got to show you. I'm just like fascinated. Okay, wrong email. It's in the Bristol Blue email and not my personal email. Shoot, duck. Where is it? Maybe it was my personal email. Oh, crud. Oh, well. That'll just give me something to show you tomorrow. I can't find it. Oh, well. Dang it all. All right. Okay, I can't find it. I looked at both emails and I didn't like put a star on it or anything to save it. Awesome, Alicia. Yeah. Oh, you guys. Yeah, so that gets I'm a little bit more motivated to get in there and do that. But I have a big one. Color My World I did. It's all in a big circle too. So it was when I moved in here, I think that was the project I started that January. So I moved in, so like 2021, I started it. And then I made a mistake because I printed um, the round of houses in the wrong size. You know how the 1 inch square, when you print your papers, has to be just 1 inch. Nothing fit. I like couldn't figure out why. It's because I didn't print them correctly. So I had to start all over for that round. So I will I don't know where she is. I have shown it before, but I will pull it out again. But I want to put that on my calendar again to do next year. So I learned freezer paper from a young lady called Sugary Doo. And she also uses like tea bag paper. Yeah. So check out Sugary Doo too, because she's got some fun patterns. She's over in Denmark or Sweden or something like that. But yeah, she was cute. She is cute, I should say. No, was. Anyway, so that is like all the update I have for you. I don't know yet what tomorrow will bring, but if I can find that foundation paper piece fascination, then I'll share it tomorrow. So other than that, that's all I have for you today. I don't know if I'm going to do anything more in here today. I've kind of been in this room all day today and need a little break. I'm a little tired today. I haven't been in here all day. I went to work for a little while, but I made like 10 trips upstairs with stuff. So yeah, it was amazing how much stuff I took downstairs. Hi, Tina. Anyone on here doing the basket challenge? I'm not, but I saved the pattern for it, or not the pattern for it. I pulled out my pattern for it because it had me thinking I might want to, but I haven't done it, no. Newsprint. I've used, even for like strip piecing, I use a foundation. I use telephone book paper. I've saved all these little telephone books. I've got stacks of them of all different sizes. I just took them from work because they were going to throw them away. So I took them, and then we get them at home. I haven't seen one in like 3 years. I haven't seen one, but I saved all of them because I'll use it for the foundation for strip piecing as well. Because the quilt I made for my mom using the vintage sampler packs, I did that with the telephone book paper. Yep. I had a problem using, like, I would print off patterns at my work printer and come home, and that type of ink, that powdery stuff, it got onto my fabrics because I was doing a mortar block heads sew along once. I got like through 30 blocks and then stopped. But I got to a paper piecing one and I printed it off the paper and it got all of my fabrics black. So be careful what you're printing, what printer ink is being used. How do you keep the fabric from slipping on the paper? So the initial piece, I use Elmer's glue, the little stick glue, or the pen glues and stuff, or you could pin it. But yeah, you gotta hang on. You could do it without, as long as you've got a big enough piece for like that first starter piece. I use a glue stick, yeah. I like those Elmer's glue stick. You can get them for a pack of 10 for $1. Well, you used to be able to. I've got a whole bunch of them, but I think they're all dried up now. Because I've been using the glue for the EPP too. Yep. No bubble gum. You're cute. You could try it. Small piece. Won't hurt anything. Do I ever show you how to make things? Well, I'm not a teacher, so I can show you how I do things and maybe a tip or trick or two, but I'm not a teacher. You got to watch like So Blessed by Jess and all those other YouTubers out there. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I will one day. You're making dresses for your heritage quilt, making paper piecing patterns. Oh, fun. Yeah, learning by watching. So I think when it comes to some of these, you know what? The next time I work on these, I'll save them for one of our sew along days so you can watch. We do these simple paper piecing ones. I don't have anything right now that's very complicated other than that Color My World. They're just houses, so they're just squares and buildings. But the Jelly Roll Club, she made a leaf block. Oh, cool. I love leaf blocks. I do. I love them a lot. Okay, this is really fun, you guys. So yeah, Tina, I'll think about it. Is there something that you would like to see that you're kind of interested in seeing? Otherwise, I'll think about it. I mean, Right now the foundation paper piecing, Ohio Star Block, that's simple. How about I can do this block, because I'm not going to do it the way that Laundry Basket Quilts shows it. So if there's something that you're sewing along with and are struggling with, let me know. Because I've had some people reach out with some questions about, you know, like block 36 in Laundry Basket Quilt. Somebody said that they were having trouble with it. So I took the time to, maybe some paper piecing or anything you can think of. Yeah. Okay. So let me do that with this one. So Thursday sew along, or unless I pop in and do another sew along one day, I'll do this one for sure. We can do log cabins and an economy block. I can cut out some fabric for the second month one and do an economy block one, a simple one, and then go to like the log cabins. Dinner's calling. Yep. I haven't eaten yet today either. Well, I had lunch, but I am getting a little hungry myself. So you guys, thank you for being here and chatting away. I just love it. So I will see you guys tomorrow here at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it is Wednesday. So I think Pat Sloan's going to talk about Block Wednesday, even though the last block is done. She brought that out last week. I haven't done anything about it yet, but I will have it on my wall tomorrow so I can look through and decide how I want to finish it. Bye, Jessica. Ready for the replay. Have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m., okay? I love you. Bye.